Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But you look at this defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dragons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Johnson set, ready to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Incomplete. You look at this defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 of the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's Samuel, caught left side. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5. Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Across midfield. He's on his way. And touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself now just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now here's Samuel on the end around. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gets this out quickly to Dodson. 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's 2nd and 10.
65 catch, 65 catch. Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready,
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, it'll be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On play action, they'll throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him a gain of 38.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Back to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
21-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Johnson's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
18 Rattler, 19 Lion. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Trap 50, trap 50. Hurt. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Let's go now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Viking, 18, Pioneer. With Lion. Dragon 60. Check smash. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On the
The
double.
3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mustang 19. Go street. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Buffalo 18. Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dragons take a 3-touchdown lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
This is Samuel. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20, Curtis Samuel, touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 75 yards. And the Golden Eagles get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago. Taking it right down Broadway. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Man, 206 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. So now the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
17, 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. The slot man in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Bronco 80.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Here's Johnson set, ready to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay,
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll send Watson in motion right. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
ready.
2nd and 10.
Three.
Hands it off out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Golden Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keeper. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a huge play that time. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
19 Lions.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. out for the PAT. Here's Johnson. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. And now here is another interception. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw here. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And now the rookie's free. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Hey, smash! 18, Pioneer! Dragon 60! Hey, smash Broncos! Hut, hut.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Ready, break. Cougar 19, hurt.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for it all. That is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Rig.
Now back to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson, 28 yards. And the Dragons are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Rio, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
understand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant.